Welcome. Before we get into everything, wanted to say real quick, today's episode was supposed to be like a interview, chat, whatever, with my buddy Greg from Seer Nova Comics. Things changed. He ended up moving the uh, Kickstarter for Fireproof to August. So we'll drop that episode all the way in August. So got some time before that. And Greg is an awesome dude. We're going to I'm really looking forward to dropping that episode. It was a good chat. Um, I would like to do some more stuff with Greg and with the Seer Nova comic guys. So uh, that'll be something that we work on. But in the meantime, you can get notified for uh, like release dates and all the things for Fireproof at the link in the description whateverness for this particular episode. So look at the description, episode summary, whatever it's called, and go get notified or whatever. I don't know the correct terms, and this episode already started off on kind of a rough foot because I kept going bleep 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 whenever I tried to start recording this. So welcome to the Tin Roof Podcast. Today's episode is going to be kind of a shorter one. I've got some things in the works. I've got some really cool stuff coming, and things have been good for me anyways, but Chuck Norris died, which is crazy because it was honestly, I think the only it's logical that a guy that is essentially the picture of health. The dude was still working out. The dude really took care of himself. I mean, how else do you say it? But him going suddenly makes sense. It stinks. I remember growing up watching Walker Texas Ranger. This actually was almost a watch along of the pilot for Walker Texas Ranger, but I decided I didn't want to do any watch alongs for a little while because I did a couple right there at Christmas that were like back to back, and I was like, that's a lot. I don't want to do that many watch alongs. So, but yeah, Chuck Norris, R.I.P. Sidekicks was such a good movie, and I forgot that he had done something with the at the time but the WWE where he kicked Jeff Jarrett in the chest with a cowboy boot, which is amazing. Uh, Man, there's like legend, right? But he's not the only one we lost. Like we lost Robert Duvall this year, Sally Field. Like it's been a crazy year for celebrity deaths. Um, Even in rallying, we've lost Manduro and we've lost Pavel. It All these people that we've all kind of looked up to and kind of felt like they were, always going to be there, kind of falling to the wayside or whatever. I don't know what the appropriate way is to say that. So I'm not trying to be cruel in any way, but with that happening, um, you know, we thought that they were always going to be there, and they're such icons, and their stuff's going to live forever through lore and legend and history and everything else. I say that, but then I'm sure there's things from back in the day that people thought was going to live forever, but it's going to be around for a long time, to say the least. Uh, can you imagine in 1,000 years, people hearing Chuck Norris jokes thinking that they're legit? Like just the lore of Chuck Norris just builds. Be kind of cool, right? But in other news, Whitechapel, Slaughter to Prevail. Uh, I'm recording this on Sunday, so they're playing tonight. They started their tour Saturday in Nashville, and then St. Louis was stop number 2. Really wish I could go, but I cannot. Ticket prices are way too high. Man, it looks like it'd be such a good one, but can't go, unfortunately. One of these days I'll get to see Whitechapel again, and one of these days I'll get to see Slaughter to Prevail. and with Attila being there, like, oh, just be so good. Um, really, like music news, I feel way out of the loop because I've been working on. I've got this one big project that I'm trying to get done before January of next year. I don't want to say too much. There are people that are in the know, obviously, of what I am trying to accomplish, but at the same time, I'm trying to keep it hush hush. Just for the simple fact that if I don't come through on it, then it's not, oh, he wasn't ever gonna, come through with it or whatever, nonsense you can fill in the blank with. I'm not about it. I don't want any part of it. Nope, not interested. So that being said, I'm trying to just kind of take it easy on that part. But we will have, if things go the way I hope they go, I will have something really cool coming out in January next year. But I've been nose to the grindstone on it. I'm not as far into that project as what I want to be, but I continuously take steps forward. So I'm trying not to get upset with myself and get into whatever headspace on that. But music news, man, I feel so out of the loop. Let's take a look at some new music here real quick. And if you guys think of somebody that you would want on this show as a guest, tag them, comment, whatever, and we'll see what we can do to get them on here. I know I'm working on getting a few people on here. Let's see. I don't think that's an updated list, so we'll go back in. I know Luke Combs was on Hot Ones. Seeing his picture on here made me think of that. So I don't know. The Way I Am. Is that a album? 'Tis an album. Woo, big album. I guess I'll have to listen to that. I'm not necessarily a big Luke Combs guy, but people are. So, and that was kind of like what happened with Morgan Wallen last year. Was like, I was like, yeah, I'll give it a listen. I'm probably not gonna make it through the whole album. Be like Beyonce's album. And then I listened to it and I was like, this is really good. So this album could end up surprising me. I really liked Luke Combs' Father and Sons one, just because I'm a dad and I'm a son. So there is that. But okay, the pitch for Luke Combs' new album, The Way I Am. Whoa, you back off. I'm not sure why it did that. But anyways, all right. Pitch for Luke Combs' The Way I Am album. It's the biggest album I've ever done. That's a bold statement coming from a superstar like Luke Combs, who's never been known to shy away from big, whether it's a sound, a song, or of course his larger-than-life voice. But for this 6th studio album, it feels like he's put out more than that. He wanted to give fans something they could really dig into, citing 2024's Fathers and Sons as something of a creative detour and The Way I Am as a return to form. He also did it for himself. My decisions have always come down to happiness, he tells Apple Music's Zane Lowe. Obviously, it's great to be successful and have money and have all these things, but what it really buys you is the ability to have this freedom and live the life that you want to live. The story. At an ambitious but still carefully curated 22 tracks, The Way I Am is rich and layered and rewards repeated listens with one lone feature, bluegrass legend Alison Krauss, no less on standout cut Ever Mine. The Way I Am is a showcase for the sensibilities Combs has honed since his debuting nearly a decade ago. His songwriting shines on highlights like Days Like These, a co-write with Brent Cobb, Aaron Redetier, that distills a philosophy of love and gratitude into a deceptively simple lyric. Conversely, songs like the smash hit Be By You and the album's title track are reminders that Combs is also masterful at choosing outside cuts. Focus track. The Way I Am is the one that I would say if I had to pick a favorite, Combs said. And I didn't write that song. It was my buddy Rob Snyder, not Schneider, but Snyder, who I wrote She Got the Best of Me with years ago. I'm jealous. It's one of those things where you hear it and you're like, man, I wish I could have. I wish I could say I wrote that. The last word. I'm at this point where you just have to believe in it, he says. You have to believe in the thing that you've worked hard on and believe in your team. It's me on the cover, but there could be 70 people on the front of that album too. At least he gives credit to all the others that are, behind him, that help him get it out there. Daytona 499? I don't want to play it. Let's just look at the lyrics. Because why do I get the feeling this is going to be... Oh, I like where that goes. Okay. I like it. I like where that one goes. I'm not going to spoil it. Go listen to Daytona 499. Just because looking at the lyrics, it's solid. I would say that ain't bad. All right. Now that we've kind of piddled on... Why are you... Guys, this thing's being obnoxious. All right. Stop it. Okay. Sorry, technical difficulties on this end. We're going to get ready to wrap this up too, because I did not want to keep you guys for very long. Neurosis has a new album out. Exodus' new album, Goliath, is out. Poison the Well has Peace and Place out now. Gaeta has Loss. Obviously, Lamb of God's new album, Into Oblivion. Fantastic. Big fan. Loved it. Definitely got a few of them on repeat. Man, Neurosis holds 4 of the top best new song spots. Exodus has 2 of them. And then Gaeta has 1. Poison the Well has 1. Dark Throne. Oh, Blue Medusa. Alyssa White Glue's new band. I need to check that out. Fit for an Autopsy's The Wretch. I need to listen to that as well. Ooh, The Who. Is that an album or are we... Let's see. We'll just go to artist. Go to album. Share song, view credits. All right, fine. Go to album. Okay, so they put out an EP. Got The Men, Warrior Chant, and The Real You on there. Interesting. Looks good. Jungle Rot's got some new stuff. Sabaton, they had was it a new album? Yamoto is a single. I think they're putting out a new album though. Let's go on over to Sabaton's page real quick. And this is where we'll end it this week. Okay, Sabaton. I thought it would take less time to load than this. My intranet is being extra slow today, or at least my tablet is. But my tablet's also at like 10% because people keep moving cords and things on me. All right. Listen to a station featuring this artist. No, thank you. Okay, so Yamato is the only thing out currently by them. But go check that out as well. So there, boom. I gave you plenty of new music to listen to. There's 0 excuses. You need to go check it out and then come back next week. We'll hopefully have a surprise for you. I've got some things in the works, like I said. I know we're on the road to WrestleMania for my wrestling fans, so I got something for you on that as well. Definitely gonna start trying to dabble in that. I need to start getting duck hunters on here because let's see, it's March. Like this is the month to do it because a lot of the duck hunters are gonna be busy turkey hunting next month. So yeah, I need to get on it because April, May, June turkey season. So won't be long and we'll be back in them woods. Some of us will be. I think I got to take a year off, unfortunately, because of my big project. But that being said, we're plugging away. Man, it feels good to hit record, talk for a little bit about music, and talk about different things. But Big things coming. Really looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you right here next week on the Tin Roof Podcast. It's what happens when you have too many podcasts.